Alright, so I said I was going to make that one video for you, and so here it is, the vocal exercises, but, yeah. Oh, and this was the makeup I was talking about. Yeah, the one that makes my face look more manly. Yeah. Here's a comparison for what I look like without the makeup on. Yeah. Oh, but I have eyeliner on, because I like eyeliner. Eyeliner's fun. Alright. Alright, time for the actual thing I was making a video for. Alright, so to kind of give yourself a bit of an increased vocal range, so that way you can make your voice sound the way you're wanting it to. First, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to stretch your neck out. The way I saw it done was they kind of stretched their head to the side for 15 seconds one side. And then they stretched it to the other side for 15 seconds on the other side. And then after that, you can do that, a couple more times. And then probably after 2 or 3 times of doing that, you can probably go ahead and go into the vocal exercise portion. And if you're wanting a higher kind of sounding voice or a more feminine sounding voice, talk a little bit, above what your natural speaking sound is or tone is. If you were wanting, more masculine or lower voice, obviously do the opposite, talk a little lower than your natural one. Example for you, I'll do an example of what it would be for you that you would be wanting to do. So just talk a little bit higher, like this. And just do that, in the morning, maybe every day, and practice that for a while. For me, or for someone who sound more masculine, here's what I would do. I would just talk a little bit lower, and yeah, that's really all there is to it. You just want to make sure, for maybe to be consciously aware while you're talking of the tone you're talking in, and obviously throughout the day you're gonna forget. You can have, some of your friends at school remind you, if you start talking a little bit lower than it is you were wanting. Or for me, I ask people to check me when I'm talking a little bit higher than I want to. I know at work I talk a lot higher. I'm like, hi, how can I help you today? But usually I'm wearing something pretty feminine. I actually talked to my manager and the assistant manager, and they're totally fine with me, maybe dressing a little masculine while I'm at work here and there. I actually found the dress code for if I want to do that, so yeah. I'm going to buy a few more nice shirts for work. Obviously I'm going to have to buy some, nicer pants for work. But yeah. So I hope that thing about the vocal exercises helped. Down the road, it might not be as noticeable at first, the change in your voice, but down the road, to my knowledge, it should become a bit more noticeable. And yeah, pretty much all there was to it. So that's a way to make your voice sound a little bit, different without actually having to take any sort of hormones. And the good news is it also gives you a bigger vocal range, more control over your voice, so that way, yeah. And down the road, a couple months to maybe a year or two, your voice will just naturally sound more like how you're wanting it to sound. So you won't have to think about it down the road, actually. So, yeah, that was pretty much all there was to it. Hope it helped. And, yeah. Peace.